Hey everyone, today's video is about when he takes care of you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let's get going. You wake up to the distant hum of rain tapping against the window. The soft patter soothing, but unfamiliar in your room. Your body feels sluggish, weighed down by a combination of exhaustion and discomfort. Though, the warmth beside you was a comfort, grounding you against the ache. You open your eyes, squinting against the dim light filtering through the curtains. And there he is, Katsuki Bakugou, sprawled out on his back, one arm under the pillow and the other resting possessively around your waist. His chest rises and falls steadily. He's breathing deep and even in sleep. For a moment, you just stare at him, the calmness on his face, a far cry from the usual storm he carries around usually. You feel a sense of peace, but it's quickly interrupted by a faint wave of nausea that hits you hard and fast. You close your eyes, wincing at the queasiness in your stomach. You groan, pressing a hand to your belly, trying to will the discomfort away. The movement must have woken him up, because you feel Bakugo shift beside you, his arm tightening around you, as he lets out a low, sleepy grumble. What the hell's wrong with you? His voice was thick with sleep, but there's a thread of concern laced through his usual gruffness. You try to muster up the strength to play it off, but another wave of nausea washes over you, and all you can manage is a weak, I just don't feel good. He's instantly more alert. His hand moves from your waist to your forehead, feeling for a fever. His touch was rough, but there's a gentleness there, too, a carefulness that he only reserves for you. You're burning up. I'm fine, you mumble, trying to brush it off, even though the evidence is quite literally burning on your skin. Probably just a cold. Bakugo snorts, unimpressed with your attempt to minimize it. Yeah, right. You look like crap. Despite how awful you feel, you can't help but smile at how blunt he is. He's always been like this, honest to a fault. But you've long since learned that it's his way of showing that he cares. He's never been great with words of comfort, but his actions speak volumes. Before you can protest, Baku is already swinging his legs out of bed, standing up with a grunt. Stay here, he orders, paddling out of the room in nothing but his sweats. You listen to the sound of him moving through the apartment, opening cupboards, fridges, and then the clinking of glasses. A few minutes later, he reappears with a glass of water and a bottle of medicine in hand. He gives you the glass. Drink. You sit up, wincing at the dizziness that accompanies the movement, and take the glass from him. I don't need medicine, you say, but your voice was weak, and you know that you're not convincing anyone, least of all Bakugo. He gives you a hard stare. Don't be stupid. Take it. With a sigh, you take the pills he offers, swallowing them with a gulp of water. He watches you, arms crossed, as if he's making sure that you're actually following his orders. When you finish, he takes the glass from you and sets it on the bedside table before climbing back into bed beside you. You really should have told me that you weren't feeling good last night, he mutters, pulling the blankets up around you and tucking you tightly. His movements were a little clumsy, but there's a tenderness in the way he handles you, like you're something precious. I didn't want to worry you, you admit, snuggling deeper into the warmth of his body. Now that the medicine's starting to take effect, your body feels heavier, and the exhaustion is creeping in faster. Idiot. he grumbles, lying back down beside you. You think I'm not gonna worry about you? You can't hide shit from me. You know that he's right. Bakugou has always been ridiculously perceptive when it comes to you. No matter how much you try to hide your pain, whether physical or emotional, he always notices. And though he can't always know how to handle it with delicate words, he's always there, in his own way. I'm sorry, you whisper, turning your head to look at him. His eyes were still soft and narrowed, a vulnerability that he rarely shows. Just don't do it again, dumbass, he mutters, reaching over to brush a strand of hair away from your face. His fingers linger on your cheek for a second longer than necessary, his thumb tracing a gentle line along your skin. The warmth of his touch was enough to soothe some of the aches, and you close your eyes, leaning into him. Thank you, you murmur, barely able to keep your eyes open anymore. He doesn't say anything for a while, and the room was filled with the steady rhythm of your breathing, the quiet hum of the rain outside. Just when you think he's fallen back asleep, he speaks again, his voice low and filled with emotion. I'm really not good at this shit, he admits quietly, his hand still resting on your cheek. But I'm not going to let anything happen to you. Got it? Your heart swells at his words, at the raw honesty between them. Katsuki Bakugou isn't one for grand declarations or soft promises, but he's always been true to his word. And in this moment, you know that he means every word he says. I get it, you whisper back, reaching out to grab his hand, his fingers curl around yours, fitting it so gently, and you squeeze his hand in return. For the rest of the day, he stays by your side, refusing to leave it. He brings you food, forces you to drink more water, and glares at you at any time you try to get up on your own. When the fever spikes up again, he's there with a cold compress, his usual sharp demeanor softening as he gently presses it against your forehead. Just relax, and I'll take care of you. And he does. For the rest of the day, he doesn't even leave your side. You smile to yourself, drifting off into a peaceful sleep, knowing that with him by your side, you'll be okay no matter what. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.